Hello everyone, my name is Deanna Perez, and today I will be telling you my adaptation of the story of Hansel and Gretel and their encounter with the evil witch. I hope you like it. Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who's that nibbling at my house? In the deepest, darkest part of the woods, there was a house made of sweets. It was a beautiful little cottage, painted with chocolate icing and had a rooftop of gumdrops. The fences were made of candy canes, and even the windows were powdered with sugar. An evil witch lived in that house. She ate children. She ate children for breakfast. She ate them for lunch. She even ate children for dinner if she had any left over. But it had been so long since any children had wandered into her woods. The witch was hungry. And then one day she heard the most satisfying little noise. Nibble, nibble. Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who's that nibbling at my house? She wondered to herself. Could it be a tasty little child? Nibble, nibble. The evil witch peeked outside, but her eyes could not see very far, so she called out, Nibble, nibble, little mouse, who's that nibbling at my house? Two little voices replied with full mouths, It is not I, it is not I, it is the wind, the child of the sky. But the evil witch was not fooled so easily. She could smell the children, and she was hungry. Oh dear children, who has left you here? Come inside and have a real feast. No harm will come to you here. She presented herself as a kind old lady. She gave them nice food, pancakes and spiced apples and nuts, bacon and eggs fresh from the pan, and pitchers of delicious hot chocolate. Then she put them to bed. The evil witch watched the children sleeping and noticed how thin they were, so she decided she would take the boy and put him in a cage to fatten him up. And the girl she made a slave and forced her to help. Every day, the witch would check the boy's finger and to see how plump he was getting, but since her eyesight was so bad, he would trick her with a piece of bone. For 4 weeks, the witch waited for him to get fat, until finally, when she could no longer ignore her growling stomach, she decided it was time to eat the boy, plump or not. Light the oven, little girl. We're going to have roast boy tonight, the witch cackled. Gretel wailed, not knowing how to help her brother. May we bake some bread first for the meal? Gretel said, trying to buy some time. The witch agreed and kneaded the dough. Later, the witch decided that she was too hungry to even wait for the boy, so she asked Gretel to get inside the oven and check to see if it was hot enough for baking bread. But Gretel knew what the witch was up to and said, But how do I get in? I do not know how. Foolish girl, said the witch. It is simple. Even I can do it with my poor eyes. And the witch stuck her head in the oven. Gretel pushed her in and shut the door. The witch cursed and screamed and was burnt to cinders. Gretel rushed to let Hansel out of his cage and yelled, We are saved! The witch is burnt! Let us finish eating this house of sweets. Fetch me some of the window pane outside, and I will bake us some sweetbread. Hansel agreed and went outside, while Gretel made to clean out the oven for baking. But when she opened the door, the witch's ashes blew into her face and made her sneeze. She felt herself getting very dizzy. Her eyesight began to fade away, and a little itch began in her throat. Nibble, nibble, little mouse, Who's that nibbling at my house?" she croaked. The end. Thank you for listening.